tune in and listen and really start in this official way. Oh, look at that. Donations already coming in. Thank you so much, Deb. That's really beautiful. And is that Iga? Is that how you pronounce your name? Hello, Michelle and all great. Yes, perfect. I love hearing the wildlife and nature on the lives. It's so nice. Yes, thank you, Caitlin. I feel new energy in the space. I feel the medicine with the birds here too. Good. I can sense that there's some people here who are new, who have not been here before with me. And these things tend to take a life of their own. And I'm being guided to not really explain too much. You've all been to sound healings and ceremonies, and you're meditators that are practiced, I'm sure. And that is what we do here in this space. We listen. Yeah, we attune. You give me the blessing of presence. And through the blessing of your presence, I get to turn into what my destiny is this channel for being a vessel, a voice as my vessel, yeah? Which is a new name, you guys have noticed, for this session. One of my guides, Phoenix, we used to call soul songs, and that was an offering we were going to put onto the earth. And I'm a vocal empowerment coach, somebody who uses the voice for healing and grounding us and working with energy. And maybe we'll do some of that today, just little practices, exercises. But really I sing, and in the singing create a very beautiful energetic ceremonial container. And we get to be in a field of prayer together, really is what happens. And all the outside noises and such that come in tend to be congruent with what we're doing together. I'm an energy healer primarily. I'm an energy healer who disguises herself as a coach, and definitely a medicine woman who has multi-modalities. And some of those modalities I want to share with you today. I have the Medicine Woman inner guidebook that I want to read from, and also the Tao for those of you who are familiar with Eastern philosophy. And so what I like to do at the beginning of these is really call in the guides to anchor us, to allow us to be present with each other. And Deb says, I'm new to you, but a soul sister in shamanic sound, beautiful. Here to receive and feel your strong and powerful medicine here. And I'm here to surrender. An alchemist of the Most High, you are divine. Thank you for the soul sister recognition. That feels really good to my spirit. There's been a lot in the collective field. How many of you have felt the intense crunch that is in the energy of the field this week? And we have this collective Mars-Pluto opposition. So the astrology of this week and this new moon is pretty crispy, pretty fire by trial, and there's a lot of old wounds coming up for me particularly to be purified, and new understandings always at the turn of the spiral. And so who better to offer that prayer to than the divine, than the parts that we don't need to really control or ask for our minds to understand. And so we say, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasam, Gate, Mori Soha. Gone, gone, gone beyond, gone beyond, beyond. All hail the goer. We say, take from me all that is not free. ask that you cast a circle of protection around all of us, and that we are elevated into a beautiful temple in the astral from all the places we are, all around the world, that we are brought into a multi-dimensional understanding of our true nature. Without pretense, without performance, we deepen. We call to the four directions, the energy of the north, of earth. We ask to be guided by the ancient ones and their wisdom. And we are grateful for the medicine. Buffalo, earth, ancestors, wisdom, we call to you. May we remember who we are in this moment. We bow our heads and we remember the parts of us that are divine and congruent always. We remember the wisdom of your walk. And we ask to carry that now in this time where it may be a little bit more challenging to remember. And then we turn with all humility to the west, to the waters of this world, element of water inside our bodies, the singing ones, the dolphins and the whales, the record keepers of this earth, the medicine of bear as well, of introspection, turning within. We are grateful for your presence. We honor you in this space. To the summer which approaches, the medicine of the snake, coyote, trickster spirits, wolf, teacher spirits. We are woven to this desire, the desire to bloom, the desire to blossom, the desire to pray, and fraternize, and give us grace with all of those experiences that we may learn from what it is to be a human in this world. Bird tribes of the east, the winged ones, those who are just so reverent and divine and remind us what it is to fly high and to soar above all of the dramas of this world. We call to you, we bow to you, we honor you, we walk as if we have wings in this world and carry our prayers to the great above, please. Intergalactic consciousness, multi-dimensional intelligence, the Sirians, the Pleiadians, all of the star systems, the angelic beings, archangels. We call to you now. We invite you to bless us with your wisdom and your grace. Bodhisattvas, ascended masters, we call you close. Be the wings on our back. Mother Earth, Pachamama, this holy ground we walk upon, the land, the medicine of the plants and their consciousness, and the animal totems, and all of the majesty of the horizontal plane. We ask to bring you into congruence into our hearts, and that we work with you in tandem of the cycles of life, of the springtime that we are in now as we approach Beltane, with May and the festivals of fire that allow us to celebrate creation and procreation and sexuality and virility. Thank you for your beautiful abundance, nature. Thank you. Show me the way. And with that, our circle is cast. And imagine that there is a violet light in the middle of our temple. This violet flame purifies all energies that are not congruent with the highest light of love and infinite intelligence. So if at any point during our circle or ceremony today you feel any energy, you can imagine that the violet flame transmutes it for all of us on all of our behalf. Ooh, potent. Let's do a little bit of grounding together. Hi everyone, nice to see you. Let's do a little bit of grounding in this temple. This is something that the vocal empowerment practices. So if you want to just move your hips a little bit, just gently. And let's see, maybe I can play a little drone. Let's do some A medicine. So I invite you, all of you, right now, I invite you to imagine that your root chakra could ground down deep into the earth. And imagine this beautiful swirl of energy. And that swirl of energy goes like a spiral underneath our temple, underneath your body, underneath your blood, bone, and being. And hooks down, down, deep into the center of the earth. The more grounded that we feel, the more we will be able to rise our bodies up, up, up into the ether. There's reasons why people don't ground, and some of it is because we feel traumatized by this plane. We feel like we are scared of being human, being here. This is where we get hurt, right? So we want to take a moment to unfurl any bound energy in the hips, in the body, in the mind, and maybe just anything you're carrying or holding on to from your week, from the collective, from these energies, from the tests, from the knowing, from the medicine, from the vibration. If you just want to send that energy down into the earth. Let's do that a few more times. See if you can really connect to the root chakra. feeling like we're descending, but I'm not feeling like we're landing. So imagine the core of the earth is hungry for your grounding cord. Your root wants you to be connected to her, yeah? So imagine for a moment that you're feeling that energy go down into the center of the earth and wrap around, yep, that grounding cord 3 times. Oh, feel what it feels like to be connected to Mother Sri Gurudev Namaste. One of my first partners when I was in my 20s. wanted to go into the military. And I told him he should follow his path and destiny to become a doctor. And he did. And that was what split us apart. It was one of those soulmate relationships where you're like, okay, now our paths are unintertwining. And he told me about being a healer. He said, you know, you're choosing one of the hardest paths, right? And for some reason that just downloaded into me about, you know, you're choosing one of the hardest paths. So interesting. It's kind of true. It's very awkward to be in the world and not of the world. And I'm not trying to like make this about me, but it's for any of us who feel called to this spiritual path, right? It's such a weird, it's such a weird and awkward, but very real way of being in the world. You know, for us at least, it's fascinating. So, and I find that spirituality does sometimes make your life more difficult, yeah, because you have to see things about life and your own participation, your shadows. There's a lot of shadow work coming up this week, and I'm really present to that in myself, and I can feel it in the field, actually. Give me some hearts or let me know if that's something that you resonate with or you're understanding at this time of like just processing a lot of energies. Let me know if that's you. I'm going to sing the Gate Gate mantra. It's one of my favorite. I said the meaning before. It's a Tibetan prayer. It's in the Heart Sutra. And it means burning up your ego. It means allowing yourself to be consumed by the fire in order to fully open. And so this prayer is for all of us who are transmuting something right now. Some lesson of our lives. Maybe we're saying goodbye to something that was in our lives for a long time, a certain pattern. And we're surrendering it to the divine. So if someone knows the words of the mantra, you can put it into the chat.
All in the world, all in the world recognize
the beautiful as beautiful. Herein lies ugliness. All recognize the good as good. Herein lies evil. Therefore, being and non-being produce each other. Difficulty and ease bring about each other. Long and short delimit each other. High and low rest on each other. Sound and voice harmonize each other. Front and back follow each other. Therefore, the sage abides in the condition of the wu-wei, non-attached action, and carries out the wordless teaching. Here, the myriad of things are made, yet not separated. Therefore, the sage produces without possessing, acts without expectation, and accomplishes without abiding in her accomplishments. It is precisely because she does not abide in them that they never leave her. I'm going to read the last part one more time because it's important and something I'm working on, ironically. Therefore, the sage produces without possessing, acts without expectation, and accomplishes without abiding in her accomplishments. It is precisely because she does not abide in them that they never leave her. That is definitely something that I am processing this week. Not being attached to the good, nor anything else that happens, really. Yeah, I think that's I'm going to speak as me for a moment. Something that is very challenging that I've heard Ram Dass, my teacher, say on the path is, and it's like the essence of the Buddhist teachings, is that there's this middle way, meaning that we are non-attached in our actions. So in order to be non-attached, we need to, there's that funny story, right? I don't know how many of you are familiar with this Buddhist kind of proverb, if you will, where the son comes home after a long time of being away, and then the neighbors are like, "Oh, your son has returned, what a blessing." And the farmer says, we'll see, you never know, as my New York Jewy side would say, you never know. And then the son, what happened first exactly? I think fell on a horse and breaks his leg, and they're like, "Oh, what a tragedy, that's so terrible." And then the farmer, the adult, says, "You never know." And then the people come to recruit men for the military, but the son can't go because his leg is broken. And then it's like, you never know. And so I find in my personal life that certain patterns show up. And sometimes those patterns are karmic. And to be very vulnerable for a moment, when I do my energy healing work with people, or people coach with me one-on-one, what I do is I help them clear obstacles, these karmic blockages. I feel that I do that with others so well, because that's something that I have a burden of. I'm just wrestling with karmic things. I haven't been able to find anybody who can help me with them like I help other people with it. That's the irony of the wounded healer, right? It's aha, it's literally the myth of the wounded healer, which maybe I'll share with you guys one day. And so there's sometimes this moments, I think last week we were talking about wrestling with God, where we shake our fist at the sky and we say, why is this pattern in my life? I
I do so many things, to try to be conscious or to try to be good or to try to bring light and awareness to these patterns. And then sometimes that negativity, right? As Ram Dass Neem Karoli Baba says, like the suffering brings us so close to God. The ache, the pain of life, we would have it no other way, because when we have it that way, we don't know what it's leading us towards. But that takes a very wide perspective. And so we have to have that neutral non-attachment in the present moment to understand that even if something terrible is happening to us, or we're attracting that, and that might be a nice conversation, because this is something that I've been curious about. And for those of you who feel called, I'd love for you to put in the chat how you feel about the common New Age myth that, or if you're watching this on Substack, by the way, please put it into the comments. We attract situations in our lives based on unprocessed pain, wounds, things that are happening inside of us. That everything that happens around us is a mirror, is a reflection of what is inside of us. I don't know if I believe that fully, that everyone is your mirror, or at least I don't know if I believe it in this very broad stroke kind of a way. I feel like sometimes, but I do feel that we do attract situations that show us where we are incongruent, and whether we have warranted or merit. The other thing that it can show us, to be honest with you, is human nature. Just human nature. It doesn't mean that we have the same, like if we get treated a certain way, that doesn't mean we have that same thing that we're being treated by inside of us. But it does show us discernment. It does show us how to navigate life. So I would love to know. I'm kind of opening this up. We've got like about a half hour left. Usually these aren't like 90-minute transmissions. I'm open to having a conversation. I have a card that I can pull. I can pull a card. Let's see what the cards say about the question that I posed. And if any of you want to write in the chat or ask questions yourselves, I'm open to that as well. And then we can see if we want to sing another song or what to do next. If we have any requests, I'm open to that as well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michelle Coutinho. Yes, okay, Noni says, I appreciate you saying that. I've been about stumped on that popular reflection. Beautiful, thank you, Noni. Yeah, I know, right? It's an interesting thing. Especially, you attract what you are, all the time. And I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, I got a nice, sweet, I got a kind of a sad card, like a tug at the heart card, which I kind of feel is in the space right now. Do you guys feel that? Where we're having like a little quiet, serene gathering today. It's kind of tender. There's a tenderness and a delicacy present, even as I was singing the Gate Gate mantra. So I'll read to you this. I remember I started an introduction a moment ago, so let me finish that. My name is Michelle Coutinho. I'm a vocal empowerment coach, a mentor, a medicine woman. Tender is a good word. That's how I've been feeling. Yeah, totally. Me too. This week has been a little bit raw. I'm really looking forward. On Sunday, just 2 days from now, we'll have the new moon, and hopefully the energy will clear by Beltane, which is a wonderful holiday celebrating, the stag and the goddess, the maiden queen, and how they copulate in the wild and birth the summer and the festival season and all of those things. I'm teaching my students the Wheel of the Year through my Surrender program, which is a 6-month initiation. And I have a beautiful group of people who are learning with me all of these beautiful things about the Wheel of the Year. I am a healer. I'm a healer. I'm an energy healer and a wise woman in training always. And I feel like I work with my guides, and are my guides are, I don't know how to say, like, they're funny with me. They're like little trickster energies sometimes. They're very no nonsense. And because my guides are very no nonsense, I'm kind of feel sometimes like I'm at the mercy of them. Like, and I think that they want my lessons to be challenging so that I am carved in a certain way, so that I can be an example of authentic leadership and power for other people. And I can balance this power and humility arc. And I think that's a lot of my lessons and a lot of my training. Because of that, I tend to be a badass empowerment coach for other people. And I love that. And it lights me up really in a good way, because it's like I give the gift that I haven't been given, you know. I have a lot of people in my life try to hurt me or tear me down rather than raise me up. That's one of my karmic patterns. And I've been asking a lot of questions about that. And I think it's really like cracking me open so that I can be a container for other people to rise in. And that's how I've been acknowledged. Okay, so Noni says, that's how I've been acknowledging my guides. Thank you for all of these massive challenges. I know they're forcing me to purge my fears. Really well said. Thank you. Thank you for I appreciate your reflection in this moment. Really nice. So I think maybe more than just me feels that way. So give me some hearts if it's more than just me who feels that way. Yeah, lots of us, I guess, maybe, or one very active person. But yeah, I think that some of us, you know, light workers. I'm also curious. Let me ask you one more question, and then I'll read this card. Six of Bowls. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to work with me one-on-one, you can just type in my name, website. You can reach out to me directly. I'm here for that. Beltane is a good time to start new energies. It's 6 weeks until the solstice. So May 1st, you guys, we're at the halfway point already. Isn't that crazy? May 1st, we're going to be at the halfway point from the equinox to the solstice. It went by quick. April's been strange energies. Yeah, so I just got a new client yesterday. So whenever I get clients, I always get them in packs. So I am open to that. Six of Bowls, Six of Bowls. There we go. This is a card about nostalgia. Oh, I was going to ask you one more thing. What was it? Oh, I forget. Shoot. All right, let me read this. The prayer. I have given of my love. I have given my gift of love, and it has been gratefully received by another. In the waters of life, we rest our desires and allow ourselves to be moved by a greater force. It is in this time of looking back we realize life is perfect and that we are prepared to meet whatever will come our way. Endless streams of emotion flow between myself and the beloved you place within my reach. We are consciously united in the great pleasure that is, but a taste of the wonder of God. Great Spirit, I give thanks for this universe, full of treasures that you give to me through all in my love's care. With each person whom I love and with whom I share my inner being, I come to know yet another part of your great glory. The lesson. You may be feeling a little nostalgia, longing for days gone by. Longing is a good word to describe the emotion present today. Loves experienced and lost. But nothing is truly lost. The lessons of that love live on. Be thankful. Life has given you some exquisite moments. Remember them and honor them. They have been your teachers. It might be time to reconnect with an old lover, a childhood sweetheart, or a friend far away. Relive your dreams and let learning occur. It may be time to forgive, to make amends. Sights, sounds, tastes, smells, images will remind you of long ago. Pay attention to them now. In some way, symbolically or ritually, honor what has been. This encapsulates it for you and stores it in your mind and body as a good medicine power. Digest that whole period of your life or that whole relationship of your past into one powerful symbol, song, poem, or dance, or project it into a stone, painting, a photo collage, a woven cloth, or any other cherished object. Your life will become your art, and by so doing, your art will become your life. Romance comes when the past is completed. To the extent that the past is left unfinished, unappreciated, unforgiven, your next partner will be plagued by your illusions and fears. A kind goodbye to what once was will cleanse the cup to be filled with fresh love once again. I am a child of the universe. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. Together, I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe. We are one. 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 We are one together. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I'm a child of the universe. all doing? Tender, right? Tender in this field. Tender in the space. Quiet in the space. Subtle today. 104 of us present. All around the world. Take a deep breath wherever you are. We could close here in this quietude. If you're open and you want to share anything, I'm here to listen. Yeah. How does that call? There was a song that I created at a very dark point. It wasn't dark, it was like that turn of the spiral where you get reborn. And I can't remember. I'm trying to figure out how that went. How does that go? Well, I'm going to take a moment to figure that out. Oh, look, 108. I said 104 and we got 108, which is that magic yoga number. How's everybody doing out there? I do want to really tune in with you guys. How are you feeling? I'm going to try to recall a very old song that I created and don't sing very often. Give me a moment to go inward. I think one of my guides just whispered in my ear that I have it on my recordings, but I don't know if this is going to work. No, I remembered it. Oh my God. You guys. Oh, Jesus. I haven't done this in so long. 2018, when I just started becoming a sound healer. No, 2015 is when I started becoming a sound healer. 2018 is when I started to think of myself as a musician. And I was I was learning a lot of lessons. This was my prayer. Rochelle says, your music sparks deep feelings within, transports me to moments spent at the ocean, specifically Busan, Korea. I love that. I've spent a lot of moments at the ocean myself. I am excited to go back. My mother lives in Fort Lauderdale. That's where I'm from. And I live in Austin right now. The card that we pulled today, by the way, you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a symbol of a person with a lei in their hand. It's like a Hawaiian kind of energy. And they have the ocean and the sunset behind them. And they're thinking of times that have gone by. And I really just want to give my appreciation to everyone who's here, all 112 souls all around the world. We're going to close the energy of the container. And I also want to say that that song was born of longing, deep longing for a world that was not present in my immediate environment, that I knew to be true. And I know that there are many of you who live in worlds that you believe that there is more love, more insight, more truth maybe than you experience on a day-to-day. And I want to honor that. And I want to say that that's real. It's not just you being naive or some fantasy. My father used to tell me I wore rose-colored glasses. But maybe it's not the current collective consciousness that we have right now. It's what I'm wanting so much to bring to the earth, you know, to create for all of us. Yeah. That longing is not a force of energy, by the way, that we need to run away from or think is bad or wrong, because we're shamed so much for our big, deep feelings when other people don't get us or don't know how to hold that depth in our lives. It makes sense why that would be the case, you know? It makes sense. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's a door. These times that we're in right now with the astrology of the new moon, all this like intense pressure and frustration, they bring up loneliness or longing or this tender frequency that we've been in for this hour and a half that we've had together. And as Ram Dass, my teacher, would say, it's grist for the mill. Ooh, that might be a nice thing to do. We can open the Be Here Now book and we'll end on that. You guys want to do that? That'll be like a nice uplifting note to end on. It's like, what does Ram Dass want to tell us? You know, what is the energy of how do we keep our hearts open at a time where we're feeling tender and longing? How many people are feeling tender and longing right now? Please let us know in the chat, because that's definitely been the frequency. I know that's been my field all week, so you know, it could be me transmitting it to you, but usually I end up being a reflection of all of us. And those who are attracted and who are here with me in every breath and every week and every moment, it's a new group of people, which is why these are so raw and real and become these living transmissions, you know. And it's such a joy. And for those of you who might be interested, by the way, I've just launched a Substack. So I'm building a community there, and it's Michelle Infinity. You can find me everywhere online, Michelle Infinity. And my Substack is called Tuning to Wisdom, which is the title of my future book. And so this live stream, if you want to listen to it again, it'll be hosted there and on my YouTube channel as well. And, you know, I'd love to connect with all of you through my emails and all these things. And I have to keep the advertising very little. We're not supposed to advertise in the platform of Insight Timer, but I really do want to build community, you know, and create a beautiful, beautiful temple, let's call it, of souls who are multidimensional and feel what I'm talking about, because we need each other, because there's not so many of us in this world. And so we say thank you to the guides. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you for these teachings, these lessons. Oh, I gotta do the, sure, yeah. Thank you to the directions of the north, the south, the east, the west. Thank you to the guides and guardians that are my guides and guardians that work with me. Remind me of home, remind me of who I am in this world. Let me go grab the Be Here Now book. Thank you to the ancient ones, bodhisattvas, ascended masters, intergalactic consciousness, Mother Earth. Thank you to our circle. Thank you to Insight Timer. Thank you to the sovereign hearts of all beings. Oh, namaste. And so it is. Okay, let's do a little. Okay. For those of you who don't know this wizardry, be here now. I always knock on the book. You meet another person. Look how cool it is, by the way. You meet another person, and there are qualities in that personality which offend you, and there are qualities which attract you. Some qualities seduce you, some qualities repel you. Some qualities sexually excite you, some qualities revolt you. Some qualities interest you, some qualities fascinate you, some qualities bore you. It is only when you can see through all that veil, through all your own desires, beyond Sita, walking in the path, that you can see beyond all that to where the other being is. You will do that when you've gone inside to see where you are, beyond the things in which attract you and seduce you and excite you and repel you. The journey across the great ocean of existence is a journey inward, ever in, deeper and deeper. And the deeper you get in, the more you meet truth. Very cool. So just a little note, this talked about other people, and we're in a Mars-Pluto opposition right now. You're welcome, Neil. Thank you so much for coming. I think I see you. Your picture looks familiar to me, so thank you for being here over the weeks. I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you to all my people who are reoccurring, who come to these voice as vessel activation sessions. I'm really grateful. Thanks for listening to me teach and pray. I just wanted to mention that the Mars-Pluto opposition is the transit that's happening right now at the new moon. Oppositions mean other people. So you might be triggered by another person. I know I definitely am right now in my life, and it's to teach us something about truth and to let us let go of all of the false constructs within ourselves, so that we can really find love underneath everything. Yay, me too. I don't know if you said me too for you're being triggered by another person right now. Is that what you meant, Neil? Yes. Me too. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like you don't see somebody for so long, and then all of a sudden they're just like, "Hi, I'm gonna be in your face and annoy you and pull on an old wound." That's what happened to me recently, and I'm gonna be working with it to the best of my abilities on Sunday, and I get to see. You know, Ram Dass, just to end with one more note to make it lighthearted on a funny note, Ram Dass has this quote that says, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family. And people like to post that a lot around Thanksgiving, you know, like, opening my veils 100%. And so in that way, how do we bless, right? How do we find the parts of ourselves that can actually bow to the lesson and say, you know what? Like, touche, motherfucker. Touche. Like that you got me. You got me, you hurt me. And this is where I'm stuck. Thank you for bringing me to see where I disempower myself, where I am hooked by things, where I'm seduced by things, where I'm attracted and avert, so that I can find really this compassionate place inside myself, not without boundaries, by the way. You have to really have discernment and boundaries, but also hold your boundaries and soften your heart. And that is like the Jedi thing to do. And it's hard and it's challenging when somebody's assaulting you on some level, energetically or vibrationally. But it's an initiation into good leadership, to be able to have those triggers and to be able to walk still as if you have wings in this world. Gate gate paragate parasam gate bodhisoha. Oh, thank you so much for your donations. Donations are super duper appreciated. 1 month I got like $75 from Insight Timer, and I was like, whoa. I should probably make more meditations. So this is not a platform I make money off of, I would say, but what really, when I do, it's when people decide to work with me on a one-on-one, which is really nourishing for me because I love my one-on-one work. I met with a client yesterday, and nothing lights me up. Nothing. Obviously it's the way I make money, and that's one thing. But man, I love being a counselor for people. I love doing musician stuff. I love performing, and I have to say, like, I'm a real nerd, and holding space and listening to people and then reflecting to them where they need to mature or heal or what patterns they're going through. It breaks my heart. It's like one of the best things that I have that make me feel so real. And I'll say one more thing, and then I promise I'll let you go, is I was on Facebook yesterday, and I saw, you know how they have the memories? I saw something from 2009, when I think I was like 26 in 2009, and I just wrote the words counselor archetype as a post when I was 26, just counselor archetype. That's me, baby. So, may you be well. I'll see you on the other side of the new moon this coming weekend on Sunday, and let's all talk next week and see what happens in the field. And I big love to all of you. Let me know if I can support you all in any way. It's an honor to serve you, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for being in my temple. Allah. Aho. Oh, we've got people. Cool. We've got some comments. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yay, very beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love.